EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ball again on 2nd down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Dodge. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the... So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Colts at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On fourth down, Dodge. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. Dodge. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT. Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3. And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum? Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Dodge. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And the Colts are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got room. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Boy, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dodge. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On third down, Dodge. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 26 here. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw here. And check down, complete to Hall. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. As the first half is winding down. And the Jets have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The slot man in motion right. A final shot before break. Dodge. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 12-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. For the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Pass out left, caught by Woods. Touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return, it's Rodgers. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. A CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun. Dodge. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw again. Out to the right here to Wilson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, Dodge got his man complete over the middle. It's Campbell.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Dodge.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And they will take a knee here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly